Winter is coming to the island of Sodom, and all the engines have been working harder than ever. One day, while the engines were getting ready for work, Sir Topham Hatt arrived to visit them. Good morning, engines. Now, reports say that a snowstorm is coming, so I need all of you to work extra hard in keeping the line clear. Yes, sir, replied the engines. The next few days, the snow layer became thicker and thicker. It was still manageable for the engines, but it was becoming harder as well. The snow is starting to freeze my wheels, chuffed Emily. You're right, Emily. Lady, I wish I was back at the sheds, retorted James. You never stop complaining, do you, James? Edward chuckled. In my defense, Edward, everyone's been saying it. Well then, better get moving. Make your passengers arrive on time, and you'll feel less cold. Brrr. And with a peep of his whistle, James left the station. He's right, Edward. We're all freezing in this weather. I know. That's why we should keep moving, so as to not stick in place. And with that, Edward left too. After a long day, the engines found their way back to the sheds. This weather isn't stopping, is it? Gordon grumbled. I can't even go at high speeds with the express, since I have to drag this wretched snowplow with me. At least you get to sleep in this nice warm shed, Henry bit back. The mail is waiting. I have to go. Percy shivered. Hey, Percy! Huh? Your train is going to be packed with a lot of Christmas letters. Let me help. And Emily puffed out to join him. Thank you so much, Emily. Emily and Percy coupled up to the mail trucks and went off into the night. Well, the kipper is waiting. And Henry left the rest as well. Where the fuck is Thomas? As Christmas neared and the snow didn't show any signs of stopping, Edward was stuck banking trains up and down Gordon's Hill. I swear, this weather is never going to stop. James was starting to get annoyed. I haven't taken off my snowplow in like 2 weeks. It's going to become better, James, don't worry, Edward answered. Says you. You're stuck here banking all day. How do you do that? Do what? The banking? I just push. No, not the banking. They're being stuck here. They're not leaving, you know? I at least see the scenery. It's mostly white, but I at least see something. Well, James, I used to be stuck in the sheds. No movement for, I think, about 3 years. So I'll manage. 3 years? I thought it was like a week or something. Yeah. Well, come on, let's get you up that hill and get your passengers home. Edward buffered up, and both engines started to track up the hill. Christmas was nearing, and the engines were getting anxious. What if the snow doesn't stop? What if it gets worse? What if the present... Percy, calm down. It's all going to work out. Engines, please, may I have a word? Sir Topham Hatt arrived at the sheds. Of course, sir, the engines answered. Now, as you might have noticed, Thomas has been missing. This is because he's been getting a Christmas touch-up at the works. And in puffed Thomas, looking better than ever, Santa hat on his funnel and snowplow in front. So, what you guys think? You look fabulous, Thomas, puffed Emily. Very chic, agreed James. You'll do great, Edward reassured. Now, Thomas will take a special Christmas train with passengers and presents through Sodor. It starts at Vickerstown and ends at Knapford, where many presents will be opened. I need you all to keep the line clear. Yes, sir, the engines answered. Percy, you stay at Vickerstown and ensure a good start. Edward, we need you to back up Gordon's Hill. James, you look after Groven's Gate to Vickerstown. Gordon, Groven's Gate till the hill. Edward might be backup. Henry, Wellsworth to Elsbridge, and Emily, Elsbridge to Knapford. Does everyone understand? Yes, sir. The big night finally arrived, but the snow didn't show any signs of stopping. The engines had been working all day and already started clearing the line for Thomas. I don't know if I can do this, Thomas. Don't worry, Percy. You're doing great. Now come on, we're about to start. And then the guard's whistle blew, and Thomas started. The rails were slippery, but thanks to James and Percy, the line was mostly clear. Thomas passed James at Groven's Gate and gave him a determined whistle. Good luck, Thomas, James shouted back. The snow on the line was getting thicker and thicker. Gordon might be fast and strong, but keeping such a big length clear was too much, even for him. Thomas pushed on. His wheels started slipping at places, but he didn't give up. He was not going to disappoint his passengers. He passed Gordon and Valentine, switching to the freshly cleared track. Thank you so much, Thomas peeped. No worries, Thomas, Gordon cheered back. Now the track was getting easier again, until they reached Narrow. Edward just came down the hill, clearing another line. Ready, Thomas? Edward quickly buffed up behind him. I'm ready! And the two engines started up the hill. The snow was falling harder than ever, and both the engines were starting to slip. Where's Gordon? Thomas shouted back to Edward. The turntable jammed while he was on it. He can't help us now. What about James or Percy? They'll take too long. Now come on. And Edward heaved harder. I don't think we can make it, shouted Thomas worried. Yes, we can. Edward chuffed back. When suddenly, did someone tell? It was Hero, equipped with his own snowplow, thundering towards them. He buffered up behind Edward and started pushing the cavalcade up the hill. The engines and passengers cheered as Thomas climbed the hill. With Hero's help, the rest of the way was easier. They soon passed Henry, and the four engines finally arrived at Knapford, where Emily was waiting. You guys made it! She beamed. Yes! Thomas puffed, exhausted. It was all thanks to Hero. It's nothing, Thomas, Hero reassured. I hope we're not too late. Percy, James and Gordon arrived. I'm sorry for not helping you on that hill, Thomas. No worries, Gordon. Accidents happen, you know. Now come on, let's all celebrate. And the engines had a great time.